Can you give us your thoughts on that, please?
Yeah, really pleasing performance from start to finish. Obviously some big challenges coming up here. A dilution of our midfield, but players really stood up, strong leadership, start to finish, and we bank 4 points and we go back and gather ourselves.
A lot of critics were suggesting that with the outs that you had, this one was going to be tough and Gold Coast was probably going to get over the line. I mean, what does a performance like that say about the personnel that you have in the side?
Look, I don't think you can read too much into it, but we certainly come up and gave really good effort from start to finish and worked really hard together. And when you do that, you give yourself a really good chance. So we understand they've really grown as a team, and they've still got, you know, some growing pains to come. But I thought particularly the midfield battle, you know, if you go through there, the quality they got through there, and you know, I just saw Subin and De Boer and Sutcliffe and those guys stood up. So yeah, that's really pleasing.
Subin responded really well to 2 weeks ago. He was off in the first half and couldn't get near it. What's been the key to him being able to recover from that and play well?
Well, I think it's a long year. Sometimes you have those moments. I think you just got to acknowledge it's not happening for me today, but we know you can play, and you get another opportunity next week. I don't think we should make it more than it is. You know, it's just he had been going well. He had one of those days, and then he's got going again. So he's had a really good summer. So we know he can play, and he's done that. You know.
How do you feel the forward line functions tonight, Ross?
Yeah, reasonably well. I think we've kicked 15 in difficult conditions. You know, I thought we were lively. Thought they worked really hard to lock it in. Probably could have kicked a couple more, some drop marks and missed opportunities, but I think we'll take it in these conditions. 98 points, and I think something like that is it. And defended really well. You know, so kept them to 7 goals. So we sort of like that.
And Alex Silvani in that role?
Yeah, I thought he was a fierce competitor. We know that with Alex. That's why we put him there. We had a what if to push Luke McFarlane or Michael Johnson forward, but we didn't need that. I thought, you know, competed and set up a few of our early goals. It was really good.
What do you make of Crowley's job on tablet?
Yeah, look, I haven't looked at the numbers, but I just felt Gary was under pressure all night. I thought the team had to work hard to help at times, but I thought Ryan really pushed forward and looked dangerous at times as well. Probably almost could have kicked a couple, but, you know, I think Gary always never gives up, and he's always a handful right to the end, and that's why he's a great role model for, you know, they've got some superstar young mids, O'Meara and, you know, Bennell, you know, so he's a great role model, and you know, they'll love to have him.
The even nature of that performance, you've been pretty even most of the time the team's been under you, but is that one of the more even performances you've had under you, do you reckon?
Yeah, I think so. It's hard. I think in the cold light of day I'll look back, but yeah, we had contributors, and people just kept fighting until they got back on top of their position. I thought Chris Mayne was a good example of that. Just kept fighting until he got a bit of cream at the end, you know. So yeah, it was very even.
They beat you in a few areas that are pretty important. I mean, clearances, hard ball gets. What do you read into that?
Well, it depends what you care to measure, you know. I think lies statistics. It all depends what you value, and it's a bit about pressure around the ball, and you know, hard ball gets. Sometimes it's about loose ball, about on the spread and the spill. Hard balls can be a bit deceptive, and clearances can be a bit deceptive as well. At the end of the day, it's about outcome. You know, scoring and not scoring is the ultimate measure.
Are you surprised you were able to have that spare man in defence pretty much all night?
Yeah, we had it sometimes and didn't have it others. It's sort of, I'm not sure it was permanent. Sometimes people just get lost and can't find their opponent, and so they'll just stay in a spot, you know. So, yeah, it's okay.
4 and 2, given the players that you've sort of had out throughout the season, I mean, is that where you want to be? Is it above your expectations?
Well, it's where we are, so it is what it is. But you know, it's a long year, so we've played 6 of 22. All I know is you can't worry about anyone else. You need to keep winning, but we'll take 4-2. Could be worse, could be better, you know. So some missed opportunities or other teams kick straight us. So I think it's about fair. I think 4-2. It's probably our first 4-quarter performance, I would suggest.
I know you don't like dealing in hypotheticals, but if Gold Coast's efficiency wasn't as terrible as it was tonight, the result could have been different. Is there any concern there?
Well, I don't deal in hypotheticals. I'll tell you, that's as long a bar. I don't know what game you were at. I thought we were in control most of the night. So, look, you're entitled to your opinion, but I think you're clutching at straws. And
Okay, sure, but I mean,
to be honest, I'm not going to debate it with you. You can look at your numbers all you like.
That's fine, but if we throw it forward and you lose these key areas to Collingwood, do you expect the same outcome?
You know, I don't deal in hypotheticals.
No injuries, Ross, tonight?
No, not really.
Is that a nice
No.
change?
Yeah, I just deal in what it is, you know, deal in facts. You're always pleased to come out unscathed. So, but we know when we wake up tomorrow, like we lost Stephen Hill during the week. So, and I know the next question is, will he be back? We'll wait till he goes for a fitness test and see. Thanks, guys.